fugitive at large. The fruit peddler selling day-old produce. The apples are beginning to rot. A petty thief, new to the game. I will let Lestrade handle him. Newsboys, orphans by the look of their old clothes. Protecting left side, most likely from bruises inflicted by shady employers. Must remember to investigate. A homeless beggar. She hasn't eaten in 3 days. She is dehydrated and beginning to show signs of exhaustion. The shoppers are unaware of the trap they are in. The gentleman is most likely suffering from an allergy to flowers.
Not unless we get those letters.
We'll get them. Never you worry.
Foreman said you wanted to see me, Mrs. Larrabee.
What's this nonsense about you wanting to give notice?
I don't like the way you treat your friend.
Oh, you misunderstand, Teresa. She's ill. Not right in the head.
If we're harsh on her, it's only because we're thinking of her own good.
You mean she's demented?
Quite.
That does make a difference.
Run along now, and let's hear no more talk of your giving notice.
Yes, ma'am.
She's a silly thing. Might be wise to let her go.
Never. We have to keep up appearances.
Sid Prince here.
In the drawing room, Sid.
I let myself in. The door was locked in. I couldn't resist the temptation to pick it. What's the game?
There. There's a Miss Alice Faulkner staying with us.
A guest, you might say.
We met her a few weeks ago. She was despondent. We gained her friendship. Seems her sister, poor thing, drowned herself.
Tisk tisk.
She loved a man who could never marry a commoner.
A titled gentleman, eh?
A prince.
Like me?
Nothing like you.
He wrote letters to the unfortunate girl, letters that could cause considerable embarrassment if they fell into the wrong hands.
He wants the letters back, eh?
We're dealing with an insurance company now. They're acting as go-between for the prince.
And the letters. Is in here, right?
When you met Alice a few weeks ago, when Alice first came here, she trusted us. When she began to have doubts, she ordered the lock changed on our safe. When we found out we couldn't frighten or starve her into opening the thing.
Sid Prince and his magic fingers. We'll have it open in a jiffy. I could do it blindfolded.
Never mind congratulating yourself, just do the job.
Voila! Empty! Empty. Bless me. Not even a speck of dust. She's fooled you again.
She'll pay for it. Get her!
I'll twist the truth out of her!
Look here, Madge. I don't go for no rough stuff.
You think I've come this close to a fortune to let it slip away?
Sounds to me like she's too clever for you.
She'll talk.
Morning, Mrs. Levy.
Yes?
I'm in the gentleman back and gone. He's already gone on to the front.
What gentleman?
His card.
I don't know the gentleman.
Who's the bloke?
Sherlock Holmes.
I'm getting out of here.
What's the matter?
Don't you know who he is?
Probably a representative from the insurance company.
He's a private investigator. I don't want to be seen by him. He put me behind bars 2 years ago. He's a devil. At Holmes. It's him!
Keep calm. You have nothing to worry about.
I'll hide.
Shall I enter, gentlemen?
Of course. Find out what he wants. I'll be upstairs.
Yes, ma'am. Won't you come in, sir?
Thank you.
Won't you have a seat, sir?
Thank you.
Whom is it you wish to see, sir?
Take my card to Miss Alice Faulkner, please.
Miss Faulkner does not see anyone. She isn't well. In very poor health.
I prefer to hear that from Miss Faulkner.
As you wish, Mr. Holmes.
Fresh fingerprints. Not more than a few moments cold. Particles of coal dust still clinging to the dial.
Good heavens, who are you?
No need for alarm. My name is Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
Not the Sherlock Holmes, the famous young detective.
Actually, I am a consulting detective. I assist the police in the more difficult cases. Who's been at the safe?
How should I know, Mr. Holmes?
There's only one man in London who rooms a hotel favored by Coleman, who is also a master at safecracking. Sid Prince.
Sid Prince. Never heard of him.
Nevertheless, I suspect he's somewhere about. Please fetch him.
I'll try, sir.
Try the front. He's probably watching the house.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holmes?
You are Miss Alice Faulkner.
I'm in poor health, Mr. Holmes.
You are Miss Alice Faulkner.
I'm in poor health, Mr. Holmes. Please be brief.
Miss Faulkner, you've been dealing with a reputable insurance firm regarding certain letters.
That is my business, Mr. Holmes.
Incorrect. It is my business. The insurance firm has engaged my services.
You wish to set me a price?
I wish to speak with Miss Alice Faulkner.
And so you are.
Do not try my patience, Madge Larrabee. I know you and your husband are keeping Miss Faulkner a prisoner in this house, and unless you produce her at once, I shall inform the police. I happen to know that the authorities in France are most anxious to learn of your whereabouts.
James! James, bring her in here. Hurry! You're a clever man, Sherlock Holmes.
Clever? I'm not clever, Madge. I'm brilliant. And the sooner the criminal class realizes this, the sooner London will sleep in peace.
Let me go, you beast! Over there with her.
Who's he?
Sherlock Holmes, a detective. He's working for the insurance people.
Don't reach for your pistol, Larrabee.
Pistol? I was reaching for my hut.
You've been mistreating this poor girl. There are marks on her wrist.
I wouldn't tell him anything if I was you, Alice. All he wants are your precious letters.
Do you wish to lodge a complaint against these people?
I will handle this matter in my own way.
I implore you, Miss Faulkner, if you release the contents of your letters, there's no telling what damage you'll cause.
What do I care for damage? I'm only interested in one thing. Money.
The insurance people will pay a fair price.
I'm not interested in a fair price. You may tell your employers the letters will cost them thousands and thousands of pounds.
May I see the letters?
You'll have to find them first.
Quick! There's a fire below stairs! Smoke's coming from the kitchen window!
Fire!
Where's Foreman?
Don't let it spread!
Why don't you help them?
Because I have the matter under control. When a woman thinks her house is on fire, her instinct is to rush to the thing that she values most. A married woman grabs at her baby. An unmarried one reaches for her jewelry. Or, in this case, letters.
I am undone.
My only wish is to help you. You're in the clutches of two villainous criminals.
You're clever.
Brilliant.
You have the letters. You've won.
I have the letters, true, but I have not one.
We'll get grease fire.
Foreman started it, tipped over a pot of lard.
I cannot take these letters from you, Miss Faulkner, unless you turn them over voluntarily.
Why not?
That would be stealing.
You cannot have the letters.
In that case,
You're mad!
I am not happy with Miss Faulkner's decision, if that is what you mean. I advise you to leave this place at once.
I'm not afraid of them anymore, Mr. Holmes. For if they attempt to seize these letters, I shall destroy them. Tear them to shreds, eat them, burn them. But destroy them I shall. There is no profit in ashes.
You are a remarkable young woman, Miss Faulkner.
I shall go to my room. Stand aside.
I trust you will not take this matter lightly. If any harm should come to Miss Faulkner, I shall hold the two of you personally responsible. Be warned. No need to show me to the door. I'll find my own way out.
Just when everything was going so well.
What are we going to do?
All clear.
Now we've got Sherlock Holmes onto us.
What about the letters?
Holmes didn't get them.
We ought to go upstairs right now and take those letters by force.
What good would that do with Holmes on the scent? Besides, you heard her. So destroy the letters and not a penny for our trouble.
If Holmes is on the case, you'll need help. There's one man you've got to see.
Who?
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Professor Moriarty. The Napoleon of crime. He hates Sherlock Holmes with the right passion. He'll get those letters back for you and stop that stupor in his tracks.
Sounds good.
What are we waiting for?
Where to?
Or else? To the professor's.
Come on.